Hey there, welcome to the Movement Clinic. My name is Emily, and today we are doing a Grasshopper peak pose flow. Grasshopper is an arm balance. If you're not an arm balancer, don't worry. This is what I love about peak pose flows is that you can do everything leading up to the arm balance. All of these things are going to be super beneficial for you no matter what, and just omit anything that doesn't work for you today. So hop on your mat. I'll see you there. All right, let's get started in a nice, comfy seat, whatever that looks like for you, and take a few moments to ground and just sort of arrive here in this moment. So close your eyes, place your hands somewhere on your thighs or in your lap. Begin to take some deep, smooth breaths. Notice if there's anything that you're gripping or clenching, maybe in the neck or shoulders, and with your next exhale, allow the shoulders to give way to gravity, soften down towards the earth. Maybe the jaw and the ribs also soften and release. Notice the spine. If you're hunched over or sort of giving way to gravity there, and see if you might lengthen the ears out of the shoulders, the crown of the head gently up to the sky, to find a slightly taller seat. And as we move and breathe together today, I invite you to remain playful and to maintain a sense of curiosity within that playfulness. I think often when we approach something challenging, we sort of bear down and grit our teeth and muscle our way through. I sure know I do. So how can we soften around the challenge? How can we play through it? Remain curious. Ultimately, how can we help ourselves to feel better in this body, in this skin? And slowly lift your hands to meet at heart center. Bow your head towards your hands. In this gesture of gratitude, my most favorite, and also as a symbol of the beginning of our practice. And slowly release your hands, lift your chin, allow the eyes to open as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand lands outside of right thigh, right fingertips somewhere behind you. Inhale, reach up, lots of length, lift the ribs out of the hips. Exhale, twist to the other side. Notice if the shoulders are jutting forward, draw them back and in. So arm bones plugged back and into shoulder sockets. Let's start building some good habits here with the body. Inhale, reach up. This time focus on the low right belly to draw you back and left shoulder blade to press you forward to twist. Inhale, unwind, opposite side. Low left belly draws back, right shoulder blade presses you forward to twist. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come to hands and knees, tabletop. Shift forward to supported plank. Maybe walk your knees back a print. Press down and away through the palms, especially the L space of the thumb and forefinger. Squeeze the low ribs in, draw the low belly up and in. Lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, lower to your bellies through chaturanga. So pause in chaturanga. Stretch your heart forward again. Hollow out the armpits and slowly release. Untuck the toes, plant the tops of the feet, lift the knees. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes, press into the knees, building a little bit of strength. Plug those arm bones back and into the shoulder socket. Lengthen the heart forward here, lift the belly, squeeze the ribs together, lift up in one piece. Hollow armpits. Down dog, exhale. Pedal out the feet here if you would like, or find stillness. Good. Step the feet together, big toes touch at the back of the mat. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Root down through the right hand, roll to the outer edge of the right foot, side plank. Choose a variation if you need to plant that left foot in front of the right knee and press down into both feet you can. Gate pose possibly if that's a little bit more accessible to you today. Plug that right shoulder back and into the shoulder socket. Press the right shoulder blade forward to roll the chest open. And release through the middle, side plank to the left. Root down through the outer edge of the left foot. Right fingertips reach to the sky. Plug that bottom shoulder into the shoulder socket. Press down and away. Wrap those lower ribs forward, reach up. And exhale. Roll to the middle. Shift forward, use knees or don't. Lower through chaturanga. Pause in chaturanga. Hollow armpits, belly lifted. Heart reaches forward and lower. Plant the tops of the feet. Inhale. Cobra. Exhale, make your way to down dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step forward, fold forward, top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Maybe fingertips land on shins so we can find lots of length in the spine here. Exhale, lower. Inhale to rise, stand up, reach up, look up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Good, root down through the right foot. Inhale, reach up, pick up your left foot, step it behind the right. Grab left wrist and right hand and reach up and overhead. Over to the right, more specifically. Inhale, reach up, uncross. Exhale, right foot behind the left, grab right wrist in left hand and pull it over to the left. Inhale, reach up. Plant right foot next to left. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your gaze, bend your knees, pick up left foot, step it on back. Plant left hand under your shoulder. Inhale, right fingertips to the sky. Exhale, release right hand outside of right foot. Press your front leg straight. Modified pyramid. Good. Inhale, bend your front knee, reach right fingertips up. Exhale, release right fingertips down, press right leg straight or straightish. Good. Inhale, reach up. This time, toe heel your right foot back to be more in line with your belly button. Right toes out to the right, roll to the outer edges of both feet. for dragon lunge. Maybe allow the right hand to reach back towards that back foot. Draw those arm bones back and into your shoulder sockets. Take an inhale here. Now, option is to stay here or exhale to that modified pyramid. All 10 toes point to the top of the mat, hips square to the top of the mat, reach forward. Inhale, back to dragon lunge if you're flowing. Exhale, square it all forward, press front leg straight. One last one, inhale, dragon lunge. Exhale. Everybody meet in a high lunge. Plant your palms, step back. Feet together at the back of the mat. Side plank, right arm plants, roll to the outer edge of the right foot, reach left arm up. Exhale, roll through the middle and side plank to the left. Just building up a little heat and strength here. Good, exhale, come through the middle. Lift your hips up and back, down dog. Gaze forward towards your left thumb. Inhale, left heel to the sky. Exhale, step it forward. Right hand plants underneath your right shoulder. Left fingertips reach up, inhale. Exhale, press front leg straight. Release left fingertips outside of left foot. Inhale, reach up, lunge, twist. Exhale, press it straight, reach forward. Inhale, twist, lunge. Good, now this time toe heel your left foot back to be more in line with your belly button. Left toes turn out to the left. Dragon lunge, other side. Roll to the outer edges of both feet, strong flex in the feet. Reach back with that left hand. Plug those arm bones back into your shoulder sockets. Now option to stay or flow it out with us. So inhale brings us to that pyramid or modified pyramid as we lengthen forward, both legs press straight. Exhale, dragon lunge. Inhale, back to the top of the mat. And exhale, dragon lunge. A little bit of different breath from the first time, I realize. Good, now, high lunge. Top of the mat, plant both hands. Step forward, feet hip width distance. Exhale. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sweep the arms forward and up. Draw your belly in, squeeze low ribs together, send your hips back, lengthen your fingertips out of your hips, lengthen your ribs out of your hips. Exhale, press the legs straight, palms come to heart center. Beauty. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, bring palms to heart center. Lengthen forward through the crown of the head as you sink your hips back a little bit lower. Now we're gonna twist it out. So remember, the low belly helps us twist. Opposite shoulder blade presses forward as well, okay? So let's twist to the right first. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your low right belly back and press your left shoulder blade forward to land your elbow outside of that right leg above the knee. You might release right hand to hip and maybe use your forearm first. Choose what works. Gaze down at your knees. Make sure they're staying level in space. Your hips are staying level in space. Inhale, unwind. Twist to the other side. Draw low left belly back. Press your right shoulder blade forward. Make sure those knees are level in space. Keep lifting your belly away from your thighs. Pressing that bottom shoulder blade forward and rolling your top shoulder back. Inhale, unwind, reach up, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Bend your knees, pick up your right foot, step it back. Plant right hand, inhale, left fingertips to the sky. Exhale, press the front leg straight. Inhale to lunge, reach up. Exhale, press it straightish. Good, this time inhale, lunge. Toe heel that left foot back in line with the belly button. Dragon lunge 3 times. Keeping those hips nice and warm or getting them warm. Inhale, flow it out, pyramid, press everything straight, square everything forward. Exhale, dragon lunge. Inhale, press it straight, reach forward. Exhale, dragon lunge. Inhale, press it straight. And now a more traditional lizard lunge. So toe heel your left foot out to the left. Lift your belly. Get that bony hip point and the entire left side of your torso inside of that left leg. Squeeze your left knee in and your left inner thigh onto your body as you walk your fingertips forward. Hugging that inner knee in, pressing that back thigh up. Maybe coming down to forearms. Good. Now walk your hands back. Plant your right hand underneath your right shoulder. We step back to side plank from here. So I like to press my front leg straight, reach forward through my left fingertips, roll to the outer edge of my back foot, float my front foot back, stack it, reach up. And exhale, roll to the toes. Shift forward, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Excuse me. Inhale, gaze forward at that right thumb. Lift that right leg to the sky. Reach out through your right toes. Exhale, step right foot to right thumb. Inhale, right fingertips to sky. Exhale, reach forward, press them straight. Inhale, lunge, reach up. Exhale, press your front leg straight, reach forward. Inhale to lunge. Toe heel that right foot back so that you can exhale to dragon lunge. Inhale, modified pyramid, square everything forward, press it straight. Exhale, dragon. Inhale, press it forward. Exhale, dragon. Now press into the outer edge of that back foot. Lift your hips. Square everything forward. And from here, side plank. Press your front leg straight. Roll to the outer edge of that back foot. Stack feet, reach up. And exhale. Down dog. Oh, and I totally skipped a part there, didn't I? So we need to do a lizard lunge with the right leg forward. So pick up your right foot, step it outside of that right hand. So the foot is wide. Press your back thigh up, lift the belly so that you can really feel the entire right side of the body come inside of that right leg. Hug the right knee in. Lengthen forward through your fingertips. Lengthen forward through the crown of the head. Option to go a little lower. Just keep hugging that right knee in towards the midline. now. Plant your fingertips at the top of your mat. Toe heel that right foot in towards the midline so that you can step your left foot to meet your right. At the top of the mat, big toes touch, heels slightly apart, fold forward. Inhale, find your half lift. Exhale, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale, sweep fingertips up. Bring palms to meet at your heart. Now squeeze your thighs together, squeeze your knees together. Lift your belly, absorb the low ribs. With your next exhale, draw a low right belly back. Press left shoulder blade forward. Twist to the right. Now gaze down outside of your right ankle. Maybe start to slide your left elbow and left upper arm down, down, down so that you can reach your fingertips outside of that right ankle. Right fingertips reach to the sky. Bring your palms to meet. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist to the other side. Low left belly draws back. Right shoulder blade presses forward. And again, maybe help slide that upper arm further down that leg. Draw your belly up and away from your thighs. Right fingertips release outside of left heel. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Inhale, unwind. Reach up. Exhale, fold. Whew. You gotta love those thighs right now. Inhale, lift your gaze. Plant your palms. Come up onto the balls of the feet. Crow pose. So, if you are not arm balancing or you're new and you're still practicing your arm balancing, here's our first opportunity. So, plant your palms just lightly to start, but I want you to look at your hands. Press down through the L space of your thumb and forefinger really actively here. Have your pointer fingers pointing forward here. So the wrists are turned out just a little bit. Now, press down into your knuckles and the finger pads. These are your anchors. These are your brakes. This is the gas. So if we start to go back more, you press down into the heels of the hands and into your anchors of these knuckles to help lift you back up and a little forward. These finger pads are your brakes so you don't fall on your face. So even experienced arm balancers, I see often lifting this L space, the pointer finger knuckle just floats up and they're rooting down through the outer edge of their hand. I did that all the time for a long, long time. It ended up causing a lot of issues in my wrists and a lot of discomfort, and ultimately it ended up being very, very painful at points. So, crow pose. Start building those positive patterns now and those healthy patterns right now. So root down through your hands, really root down through the L space of the thumb and forefinger. Squeeze your forearms towards one another as though you were holding a block there. Squeeze your inner knees onto your upper arms and then draw your upper arms back into your legs. Stretch your heart forward. Keep pressing down and away through the hands. Float the feet. Squeeze heels to butt, active toes. Squeeze your low ribs in. And maybe step back, fall back, float back through Chaturanga. Stretch your heart forward as you do. Keep your arm bones plugged into your shoulder sockets. And lift up to down dog. We're gonna do that one more time with me talking a little bit less, maybe. Gaze forward outside of your pinky fingers, and you're gonna float forward to set yourself up for crow again. So, step feet together, inhale up to tippy toes, press down and away through the hands. Exhale, float feet outside of hands. Now, crow pose, another opportunity, or just enjoy a malasana squat if you're not arm balancing. And you'll just step back to chaturanga from here with us, okay? Plant your palms. Make sure that the hands are planted appropriately. Squeeze those forearms in, really root down through that pointer finger knuckle. Use the finger pads. Come up onto the balls of the feet. Hug your arms into your shins. Squeeze your knees onto your arms. Float forward, stretch the heart forward. Use your breaks of those finger pads. Float back as you're ready. Lower all the way to your bellies. Press into your feet. Inhale, cobra or up dog, whatever you would like. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to nose. Squeeze your heel to your butt. Now, root down through the right hand. Roll to the inner edge of that back left foot. Side plank. Right knee is floating. Squeeze that right knee in. Option to stay here or press the leg straight. Bend the knee. Roll back to this plank pose with knee into chest. Step right foot to right thumb. Inhale, right fingertips up. Exhale, dragon lunge, roll to the outer edge of both feet. Right hand, floats back. Inhale, reach up, forward press front leg straight. Now bend that knee for pigeon prep. Toe heel your right foot over towards the left wrist and allow the outer edge of the right lower leg to land for pigeon pose. Now adjust yourself however you need. Square hips to the top of the mat. Draw your belly in. Send sit bones back. Now, take your left elbow. We're gonna twist. Plant it next to your right knee. Try to keep the weight level in the pelvis. Draw your belly back. Press your left shoulder blade forward. Make this really active in the core. Inhale, slowly unwind. And now, bring your right elbow inside of the sole of the right foot, or your right upper arm, rather. Land your elbow down if you can, and here, gaze down at your foot and press the inner edge of your right foot into your arm. You can see it's actually moving me. Keep that and find your twist. Inhale, slowly unwind. Plant your palms, tuck your back toes, press away, lift up and back, three-legged dog, stretch back through that right foot, and exhale, release. Good. Inhale, left leg to sky, three-legged dog, reach back through the left toes, really active leg. Exhale, knee to nose, roll forward to plank. Good. Side plank, roll to the inner edge of that back foot. Left hand plants, keep squeezing this bottom thigh up and in. Good, and maybe press the leg straight. Rebend the knee. Roll back to this three-point plank. Step left foot forward to left thumb. Inhale, left fingertips to sky. Exhale, dragon lunge. Roll to outer edges of both feet. Inhale, up and forward. Modified pyramid. Exhale, lunge. Pigeon prep. Other side with that twist. Again, Find your pigeon. Hips are squaring to the top of the mat. Low belly is drawing up and in as we send sit bones back. Right elbow releases somewhere close to that left knee. Find your twist here. Keep the weight level. Just getting some nice open hips here. And as we unwind and make our way to the other side, remember that inner edge pressing into the arm. It's gonna come in super handy when we find our peak pose. Draw your low belly up and in, really press into that upper arm bone above the elbow. Inhale, unwind. Plant your palms, tuck your back toes, press away, lift up and back, stretch back through that back foot. Gaze forward, step forward to the top of the mat. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, stand up, reach up and look up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Now, root down through your left foot. Inhale, right knee up to your chest. Cross right ankle over the top of your left thigh. Sit back, chair pose with a figure 4 variation in the legs. Palms can come to heart center. Send your hips back and lean your shoulders or reach your shoulders and heart forward, forward, forward. So often I see this happening here in this figure 4, where we have a wide angle between the thigh and the ribs. We want to have a closed angle here. We need active hip flexion, not lazy hip extension, okay? Or like saggy butt. All right, so stick your butt back, reach, reach, reach your chest forward to get that active lengthening in the spine. And here we're gonna find a twist with our right elbow or right upper arm above the elbow inside of this right foot, okay? So inhale, lengthen. You can bring your left hand to your hip if you would like. Exhale, start to bring that right upper arm in the sole of that foot. You might kind of grab the foot and help yourself slide down. You might reach your right fingertips down, left fingertips up. Press the inner edge of that foot into the arm. And as you inhale, slowly unwind and stand up. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. I'm gonna turn to face you so you can start to get a little bit different of an angle, okay? And I'm not mirroring you, so this is my right foot, although it looks like my left to you. Root down through your right foot, inhale, left knee up. Cross your ankle over the top of your thigh, sit back, palms come to heart center. Flex that left foot. Keep actively lifting the belly away from your thighs, squeeze your low ribs in, maybe right hand comes to right hip. As you exhale, start to twist, bring that left elbow or upper arm onto the sole of that foot. Again, you might use that other hand to kind of help stabilize the foot and slide the elbow down. Press your inner foot into your upper arm. Maybe reach fingertips outside of that right heel and right arm reaches up to the sky. Inhale, slowly unwind. shake out the legs. So that will be one point of entry into our grasshopper. And let's find another point of entry into our grasshopper. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit back chair, pose Utkatasana. Slowly make your way to a seat, however you would like. Okay, so another way to get into grasshopper is sort of from here, finding that figure four. So I'm gonna cross right ankle over the top of my left thigh, flex my right foot, left hand is gonna stay planted, right arm reaches up, drawing my low left belly back, pressing my right shoulder blade forward to find that twist. You might just be working here. So the reality is that if your twist in your hip really can only take you so far as to get that forearm on the sole of your right foot, work here, right? Like start building these really, really positive neuro pathways and movement patterns so that ultimately when you can come here, you've already built up the muscular awareness to get you into that shape in a really supported and active way, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and unwind and make our way into the other side. Plant your right foot, excuse me. Cross your left ankle over the top of your right thigh. Again, right hand plants behind you, stretch up through the head, stretch the heart up. Right or left hand reaches up, low right belly draws back, left shoulder blade presses you forward to get that upper arm bone inside of the sole of the foot. And then press the inner edge of the foot into your arm. That's gonna be a really nice anchor point to keep us from just sliding off the arm when we come into our grasshopper pose. And inhale, unwind. Uncross the ankle and rock and roll your way to a Malasana squat. Fold forward, bring your big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, stand up, reach up and look up. Exhale, palms to heart center. All right, let's try our first attempt at grasshopper. We're gonna have a couple as we reinforce some of these movement patterns and the things that we need to do, because there's a lot going on here. So I will turn to face you for this. So I'm gonna root down through my left foot, pick up my right ankle, cross it over the top of my left thigh. Sink my hips back. Left hand comes to left hip. I'm gonna slide my upper arm bone inside of the sole of that foot. And even here, I'm gonna press in. Now I've got to sink my hips down low enough so that I can plant my hands. And even here you can see, I am really, really trying to get my upper arm bone, if I don't fall, down onto the sole of the foot, and I'm pressing my foot into my hands, plant my hands, lean forward, shift forward so much that maybe that back foot floats. And then come back. Unwind. Let's try again on the other side. So, root down through the right foot, left ankle crosses. Sink your hips back, shoulders lean forward, maybe right hand on hip or on that heel. As you exhale, really actively find that twist. And try not to fall. I'm a little wobbly today, apparently. So, pressing that inner arch onto the upper arm bone if you're coming here. Maybe you're holding in the twist. Sink your hips low enough that you can plant your hands. Root down through the L space of the thumb and forefinger. Stretch your heart forward, lean forward. Float up. Now maybe you press that leg straight. Woo! And then you fall like I just did, and it's totally fine. I'm noticing that my sweaty arm bones are making it hard for my feet to stay put and grip. Whatever, what are you gonna do? It's okay, it's part of the fun. So let's try it again, but from a different approach. All right, let's meet standing at the top of our mats. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, step back to plank. And down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, squeeze your knee to your nose, side plank, roll to the inner edge of that back foot. Right hand roots, left arm reaches up. Squeeze that inner thigh up and in. Press the leg straight, squeeze the inner leg up. Slowly bend the knee and release the knee down for gate pose. And plant your left hand, step back, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Side plank, root down through the left hand, roll to the inner edge of the back foot. Right arm reaches, hug that inner left thigh up, press the leg straight, squeeze the inner leg up, bend your knee, plant your shin bone, gate pose, reach up and overhead. Good, and we meet in down dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step, walk, or float forward to a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, stand up, reach up, look up. Exhale, palms to heart center. All right, so remember the inner thigh squeezing up and in as we start to press the leg straight here, maybe attempting that part. We're really gonna need to actively adduct the leg. So let's give it a try and with a different entry, okay? So I'm gonna step back towards the middle of my mat, adjust yourself however you would like. I'm also going to turn to face you a little bit so that you can see this from this angle. It's a little bit easier to see the whole thing. So root down through your left foot, right leg, ankle crosses over the top of the left thigh, sit back. Now, here is where we change it up. We're gonna come into like a toe stand squat from here. So go ahead, bend all the way forward so that you can release your fingertips down, come up onto the ball of your lower foot so that you can come into this sort of lowered toe stand. Ooh, it's hard to balance here. And then from here, we find our twist, okay? So slide your upper arm bone inside of that foot. Plant your hands, lean forward, pick up your hips, root down through the inner edge of that foot. Float the back foot, maybe press it straight, and come out. It's really hard, isn't it? All right, it's actually been a while since I practiced this. So let's do it on the other side. Go ahead and stand on up to start. I love when the things that I start working on again become the thing that I teach, because I think it's really important to show the entire journey, because these things are freaking hard, okay? So let's try it on the other side. Pick up your left ankle, cross it over the top of your right thigh, sink your hips back, start to find that toe stand on this side. Draw your belly in, squeeze your low ribs into one another and into the back of your body. Make your way to toe stand. And so this, for me, for whatever reason, feels way more stable on this side. So let's see. So start to find your twist. plant your right fingertips somewhere where they can help you with your balance. Slide your left arm, upper arm inside of that foot. Press your left inner arch onto that upper arm. Plant your palms shoulder width distance. Root down through the inner edges of those hands. Squeeze your forearms in towards one another. Gaze forward. Stretch the heart forward as you lift your hips. Float that right foot. Maybe press it straight. And come back. That one went a little bit easier for me. I don't know about you. Let's go ahead and meet in down dog. Pedal your feet out, bending one knee and then the other. Gaze forward towards your right thumb. Inhale, left heel high, or right heel high. Exhale, step your right foot to your right thumb. Go ahead and soften your left knee down to the mat. Make sure that there's plenty of distance between your right foot and that back knee. Plant your left hand underneath your shoulder, right hand on top of that right thigh. Press forward and down to find a nice gentle twist as we start to cool down the body. You might breathe in through the nose and exhale, sigh out of your mouth. If this feels like not quite enough for you, you might squeeze your left heel towards your butt and reach back for the foot with the right hand. Sort of this bound lizard twist. And if you have that foot, slowly release. Press your front leg straight or straightish for splits. You can keep both hands inside of the right foot or maybe frame the leg with your fingertips, whatever feels good to you. Again, try not to have this really open angle here between your ribs and your thigh. Lengthen your heart forward. Close the angle between your ribs and your leg. Flex right toes back towards your face. You're more than welcome to maybe start to wiggle that front heel forward, finding a little longer half splits. Maybe even coming all the way down into whatever your full splits looks like. And as you're ready, go ahead and plant your palms. Tuck your back toes. We meet in down dog. Gaze forward towards your left thumb. For real now, inhale your left heel to the sky. Exhale, step left foot to left thumb. Soften right knee onto the mat. Again, making sure there's enough distance between your front foot and your back knee. Left hand plants on top of your left thigh. Press forward and down. Arm bones are staying back and into your shoulder sockets. Again, if this doesn't feel like quite enough for you, squeeze your right heel towards your butt and reach back for the top of that right foot with your left hand. Find a little bit of a push-pull resistance. So as you pull on that foot, if you have it, press the foot back into the hand. And if you have the foot, go ahead and slowly release. Press your front leg straight. Again, option to frame the foot with your fingertips, or if it's easier, you can keep both hands inside of the foot. Heart stretching forward, keeping ribs close to that front thigh. Maybe wiggle the heel forward. Again, option to find whatever a full-ish variation of splits is for you today. No matter what, hips continue to square towards the top of the mat. Active legs, so we're squeezing that front kneecap. We're using our lower butt cheek to really press down on the back of our thigh to send that right hip forward. Active hip extension. And go ahead, plant your palms. We meet in down dog. Last down dog of class. Soften your knees to the mat. Untuck your toes, child's pose. It's like this glorious settling back down to the earth. Praise be. Walk your hands back, press the earth away, sit up, swing your feet out from underneath you, and praise be indeed. Lie onto your backs, knees bent, feet planted. Hug your knees in towards your armpits. Thighs are nice and wide for happy baby. The one that we don't see many pictures of because it's not really the most attractive angle for anyone, but it feels so good on the low back and hips. So here you might just grab the backs of your thighs below your knees. You might grab the ankles, if that's what you can grab, with the shoulders and neck staying nice and soft. You might grab the outer edges of the feet, whatever allows for the upper body to stay relaxed. And again, maybe a little bit of this gentle push-pull resistance. So as you draw down on the outer edges of the feet, press your feet back into your hands. Notice what happens to the hips and low back. And feel free to play with this like a happy baby might. You might rock side to side. You might bend one heel in towards your groin as you lengthen the opposite leg. Switch. Maybe both legs go long. And very slowly release. Allow the legs to go long to the bottom of the mat. Heels are planted. Outer hip width distance. Shoulder blades underneath you and down your back. Arms come out to your sides. Palms face up. Allow yourself to soften deeply into your Shavasana. The reward for all of your hard work. If you notice yourself starting to mentally or even physically fidget and move out of stillness, find your way back to it. Cherish these moments of physical and mental stillness. And slowly start to deepen your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, fill up with air. Open your mouth and sigh. And again, inhale deeply. Open your mouth and sigh. Last one, inhale deeply. Open your mouth. Wiggle your toes, move your fingers. You might roll out your ankles and wrists as you rock your head from side to side to move the neck. With your next inhale, reach your arms overhead, stretch long, point your toes away from your fingers, reach your fingers from your toes. As you exhale, bend your knees, plant your feet, roll onto your favorite side and pause. Allow your heart and your belly to stay nice and soft. And take a moment and notice what gentle shifts and changes have occurred for you in this last hour or so of practice. What version of you lies here now? And with that in mind, press your way gently to a seat. When you find your comfortable seat, bring your palms to meet at your heart and bow your head to your hands. So we end as we began, in this gesture of gratitude for cultivating, maybe, hopefully, a sense of play and curiosity within challenge. Allowing it to be whatever it was, maybe graceful or maybe a little unbalanced and messy like mine was today. Maybe smile at it all, maybe maintain this curiosity and playfulness as we move through the rest of our day. And thank you all for joining me. It is an honor and a joy. Namaste.